Today we are going to study about the new topic, that is major crops of India. In last presentation of the same chapter we have studied about the different types of farming and how with the development of technology and with the development of high yield variety of seeds, the agriculture have changed in a tremendous manner. In this chapter, in this presentation, we are going to study about the major crops of India, that is food crops, fiber crops and beverage crops. You all know that rice, wheat, maize and millets are categorized into food crops, and cotton and jute are categorized into fiber crops, and tea and coffee are categorized into beverage crops. The large varieties of crops are grown in this nation or in the world to meet the requirements of the growing population. So because of the growing population, and with the growth in industrialization and development of technology, there is always a necessity and a need for the food crops or the beverage crops or the fiber crops. So we are going to discuss about the food crops at first, and first we'll be discussing about the rice. You all know that rice is one of the staple diet in a tropical and subtropical region. So for the growth of this rice, we need a high temperature with high rainfall and high humidity. Grows well in a clayey alluvial soil. Because of the temperature, the physiographical condition of a tropical and subtropical region which suits the growth of this particular crop rice, it is well grown in this tropical and subtropical region. That is, you all know the tropical is a region where we have high temperature with high rainfall. So therefore, in this region, China leads in the production of rice, and it is followed by India. And in India, particularly now, Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu, Tanjavur and Punjab areas are harvesting more rices in spite of the hectare of the yield. So in favorable conditions, as in West Bengal and Bangladesh, these crops are grown twice or three times a year. And next is wheat crops. You all know that wheat crops grows well in a moderate temperature, and it grows well in a moderate rainfall, but it needs a bright sunshine during the time of the harvest. So the soil is well drained loamy soil for the growth of this particular crop, that is wheat. Since we speak about the moderate temperature and rainfall during the growing season, that is at a particular season, and when you speak about this particular region, that is moderate temperature, and automatically it is just about the tropic. So this wheat grows well in the moderate temperature regions such as in USA, Australia and Argentina and Canada and Russia. In India, it grows in winter because during the time of harvest, it needs a bright sunshine so that it will be harvested during the month of April, May. So the next crop is maize crop. So maize also requires a moderate temperature, and since it is required a moderate temperature, it is grown in such places where it has a moderate temperature and lot of sunshine. That is just about the tropic regions, and it needs a moderate rainfall. So the soil which is suitable for the growth of maize is well drained, fertile soil. The soil has to be well drained and not a clayey or loamy soil. So therefore, the soils that particularly suits for the growth of this particular crop maize are the regions of North America, China, Russia, India and Mexico. And next we are going to discuss about one of the most important fiber crop, that is cotton, because we wear the clothes, cotton clothes, and all the clothes that we wear is made up of this fiber crop, that is cotton. So the suitable condition, the soil that suits for the growth of the cotton is a black soil. So therefore, you all know that India is a leading producer of cotton. And it is one of the main raw materials for the cotton textile industry. Not only for the cotton textile industry, it is also one of the main raw material for the other industries also. So what is the climatic condition that is necessary for the growth of this crop? That is, it needs high temperature and a light rainfall, and most important thing is that it needs 210 frost-free days and a bright sunshine for its growth, because there must not be any snowfall during the growth of this particular crop cotton. So this the crop grows well in a black soil, and mostly it grows well in that Deccan Plateau region, that is Madhya Pradesh, southwestern region of Madhya Pradesh and southeastern region of Gujarat and in Maharashtra. These are the regions where the cotton grows well. It is due to the presence of the black soil. And the next most important crop is the golden fiber. We say that is a jute, and all the jute bags that we have and all the carpets that are made up of jute are made from this plant, that is jute. And since we make everything from this crop jute, we refer this as a golden fiber. Again, it grows well in alluvial soil and requires high temperature and high rainfall. So when we speak about the high temperature and high rainfall, automatically you all know that it is a tropical region. So therefore, you can assume that this particular crop jute grows well in a tropical region. Mainly India and Bangladesh are the leading producers of jute in the world. And the next crop is a coffee crop. You all know we drink coffee in the early morning and we go to the bed. So coffee, the crop needs a very well drained loamy soil. Such kind of soil can be seen along the hill slopes. So therefore, the coffee grows well in the hill slopes and it is more suitable for the growth of this crop because it needs the warm and wet climate. And because of such a condition of a climatic condition, Brazil is one of the leading producers of the world in coffee and followed by Colombia and India. In India, the coffee is produced in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and in Bangladesh. Tea. Tea is the beverage crop or the plantation crop. So it also grows well only in a well-drained loamy soil. The soil that suits for the growth of tea is well-drained loamy soil, and this soil, well-drained loamy soil, can be found around the regions of the gentle slopes and the hill slopes. So therefore, this crop grows well in the hill slopes. And here, the condition, you see, climatic condition that is required for the growth of this crop. Physical condition is it needs a cool climate and well-distributed high rainfall throughout the year. And since it grows well in the hilly slopes, you all know that the climate will always be cool. And when we need a high rainfall, and automatically it grows well in the tropical regions because it is the region that we get high temperature and a high rainfall. So higher the temperature and lower the pressure, and therefore temperature is directly proportional to the rainfall of the particular regions. So in this, the labor is very large. We need a high number of villagers to pick the leaves and to go through all the necessary activities that is needed in picking the leaves of this particular crop tree. So therefore, India, China, and Sri Lanka produces the best quality of the tea in the world. So my dear students, with the development in the agriculture, so now it is a necessity for us that agriculture has to be developed. In last presentation, I told you that with modern invention of technology and with high yield variety of seeds, now the agriculture pattern is getting changed, and we are practicing different types of agricultural practices. One such practice is commercial grain farming. So now we are in an era that where we need agricultural development. What do you mean by agricultural development? Your agricultural development is that it refers to efforts made to increase the farm production in order to meet the growing needs of increasing population. You all know that now the population is increasing geometrically. Is it increasing geometrically? Yes, absolutely, it is increasing geometrically. Now the population is increasing very high, and because of the need of the food for every population, now we are in need to make the agricultural development. It means that we need high hectare of farm for the production of this particular crop, either food crop, jute crop, or cash crop, anything else. So this can be achieved in many ways, such as increasing the crop area and number of crops grown in a particular year, improving the irrigation facilities, and the use of fertilizers and high yielding variety of seeds. Mechanization of agriculture, as we have seen in commercial grain agriculture, is also another aspect of agricultural development. So therefore, the ultimate aim of the agricultural development is to increase the food security. That means we must be capable of having a food security and the need that we need. Thank you, students.